up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm showing you how to get this beautiful glowy look, if I do say so myself. This look is pretty much foolproof, really easy to get. There's only a couple of steps. You don't have to use the products that I mentioned, but you're most welcome to. I won't be leaving any suggestions or dupes. Probably should have thought about that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hey, hello, what's up? My name is Diana. I hope you stick around by subscribing because I put up new videos on my channel every once in a while. It's YouTube. Do any of us really stick to a schedule besides like Tati? Anyways, like I said, this is a really simple, my go-to glowy look. It's like 5 steps, 5 things to focus on, which is pretty much priming your skin, highlight, lips, and a beautiful glowy setting spray. You can keep everything else normal. The one thing I will add when it comes to glowy skin is you can only do so much to the topical skin. I would highly recommend finding a skincare routine or exfoliating to make sure you are removing the dead skin cells from your skin to leave soft, beautiful, glowing skin, whether it has acne, rosacea, scarring, etc. And another thing I'd recommend is supplements that help with glow. Something I do love, and I'm not sponsored by this brand, I'm not affiliated with this brand, I don't get anything from this brand. I have just found these are really, really good. I've been taking them for 2 months and they kick butt. These are the Glow Sweet Glow Gummies from Hum Nutrition. They have hyaluronic acid as well as vitamin C and vitamin E. These have done wonders for my skin, just making it look really glowy and healthy and beautiful. I did do a giveaway where I gave away 10 bottles of these to some of my followers on Instagram/YouTube, and I kind of want to do another giveaway like that, and I really want to do it when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So please comment down below why you want beautiful glowy skin, and maybe I'll pick one of you guys to receive a bottle of these. So far I'd like to keep it local within the United States just because shipping is really expensive, but shout out to my girl Liberty who got a bottle of these in Australia because frankly I didn't specify that the giveaway wasn't local. Hi Liberty, you're really cool. Anyways, take care of your skin inside and out, drink lots of water, and then play with makeup and give yourself a little bit of glow. So I've talked a lot. I don't want to make this video too long because I keep making these 30-minute videos, and frankly it is a pain in the butt to edit because I hate listening to my voice for 30 minutes because it's whatever the condensed is times like 20. So if it's like a 30-minute video, I've been talking for like an hour and a half and it's just... So without further ado, let's get into the video. Seeing my face this close up is quite a sight to see. So I have already done my brows off camera, but we're gonna go in and prime the skin, give it a nice beautiful glowy base. So we're gonna go in with an illuminizing primer. I'm really struggling to say that sentence. You try to say that 3 times fast. I'm going in with an illuminizing primer. Okay, I guess it wasn't too hard to say. This one is from Becca Cosmetics. It is the Backlight Priming Filter. Shake her up real nice. I personally like spraying it on the back of my hand and then use the warmth of my fingertips to just press this into the skin, bringing it underneath the eyes and on the tip of the nose. I actually don't bring this onto my forehead because I find that my forehead gets really oily, and our goal is to glow, not look like an oil slick. Sometimes I'll go in with just a little extra and put it on the high points of my cheek just for a little extra highlight. I really want to try the Charlotte Tilbury highlighting youth beautiful whatever stuff. You know what I'm talking about. If you guys watch Samantha Randaval, she talks about it all the time. It looks gorgeous and I really want to try that. But this has been my favorite primer for a long time. So now that my skin is all primed, I'm gonna go in with just my normal routine concealer, a little bit of powder, because yes, I will set my face. Even though this is a glowy routine, trust me, you can go from glow to oily so fast. I would highly recommend you set your face, especially if you have oily or oily combo skin. If you have dry skin, it really depends on how your skin handles powder, and that's up to you to know. But I know for me, if I go in with this primer and I don't set my face with powder and then go in with a glowy setting, glowy setting spray, I look so greasy. And homegirl doesn't really sweat, so I don't ever look that natural. It's like, it's a lot of grease. It's greasy. I'm gonna do my eyes with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Golly, these shades are so freaking soft. I gotta put a little bit of this shade in there though. I love mac and cheese yellows on the eye. Oh yeah. Kraft macaroni and cheese is quaking. Obviously, for concealer, the Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade Light. Since this look is really focused on the skin looking extremely glowy. Now, since this is focused on the skin looking really, really glowy and healthy and natural, I would recommend going in with whatever you feel comfortable with, whether that's just concealer like I do, a light coverage foundation, a tinted moisturizer, or even a full coverage foundation, whatever you like. When I did use foundation, I loved cushion foundations for looks like this because I feel like it would really blend and meld into the skin. And then it would be the type of foundation that you could set with a powder to keep it looking really satin and very nice on the face, very natural, and then you can go over it with a setting spray. I'm doing a lot of this right now. So that would be my recommendation with foundation, but if you're doing just concealer, honestly, just make sure that you are covering not necessarily every single blemish on your face, but that you're covering anything that could bring a ton of attention to itself so that your focus can really be the skin. To set my face today, the Wowder from Glossier. This one is also in the shade Light. As you can see, my skin doesn't look completely flat. Even though there is powder on it now, you can still see kind of the sheen of that primer coming through. I love that primer because you can really just see your skin underneath makeup, and even underneath foundation concealer, like you can still see it underneath my eyes that there's that brightness, even though she's looking really tired today. I'm gonna do just a little bit of contouring with the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, just to add a little bit of shape back into the skin. And I'm going to just finish up the lower lash line. Okay, so now that our face is pretty much done, I want to focus on blush and highlight. I love this blush right here because it's this really pretty kind of dusty rosy shade, but the shade right next to it is this duochrome shade, which has the glow, but the color is a little bit pink. But I love how these blushes blend out. They're extremely natural if you'll blend them very lightly. So I love going in with the same brush I use to contour, and I'll just barely pick up a little bit of both of those, kind of tap off any excess, and I'll start at the top of my cheek just to put the most product up there, and then I'll bring this down onto the apples of the cheek, and I'm using an extremely light hand with this. So I love that it just adds a little bit of a glow to the entire cheek, as well as having that blush to just give life to the face and just brighten up the whole look. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna just finish off the eyes with a little bit of mascara, and then we'll finish off with highlight, lips, and setting spray. Okay, so for highlight, obviously you could go in with something like Champagne Pop or Prosecco Pop, but I gotta say, my favorite highlighter of all time is Wisp from Colourpop. I think this shade is just so beautiful. I love the gold champagne tones in this. I just think it's such a neutral gold. It's just gorgeous. Another brilliant highlight is obviously Flexatarian, but this one I just feel like gives me just that perfect kind of natural sheen to the cheek. And now I don't have any ring lights, so this isn't showing up on camera like ridiculously bright, but I promise in person she's here. And I love doing a little bit just on the tip and bridge of the nose to just give the little highlight. Okay, you know what? You guys convinced me. We're going in with a little bit of Flexatarian. Now this baby, she's a highlight. Just didn't know if I was feeling this today, but we are now. I'm feeling that. That works. So now for lips, we're going in with this Bite Beauty Agave lip mask in the shade Champagne. Now, there's people who don't like this, and that's fine. I happen to think this is beautiful. I love the tone of this. I love the texture. I love that it is like this duochrome pink, and it makes my lips feel as juicy as a lip gloss. It's got like gold reflex. It's stunning. So if you don't like this, maybe give it a second try, because the glow is so beautiful. It feels like a chapstick on the lips. I don't even know if I'd call it glossy. It's just really pretty. I love it. So finally, to set the face, we're gonna go in with our Pixi Glow Mist. I finally picked this up. I have heard Jay Kissa talking about this forever, and it's amazing. I will say, I have tried this for priming my makeup. I went in with my Becca First Light followed it with this, did my whole routine as normal, my skin looked like an oil slick. I would highly recommend just going in with a primer and then using this strictly as a setting spray or on days when you're not wearing makeup or for skincare, but don't wear this as a primer. Now, if you do wear it as a primer and you do it before and after makeup, let me know how you use it in the comments, but yeah, shake her up real good and then just do a couple of sprays on the face. It just makes your skin look so much like skin. Like, it blows me away every time I use this, how beautiful my skin looks. And you can get this at Target for like $15. Oh, my skin looks so good. My skin has been looking so good ever since I got this. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you comment down below and give it a thumbs up so that I know. It just helps me communicate with you guys. Talking is hard. Anyways, make sure you stick around by subscribing. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see my most recent videos, just click right here. Alright, you guys, see you next time on my channel. See you next time. Bye, y'all.